This blog is about the BBC microbit LED display, and I've programmed it to show some text and some graphics. I don't really like it too much the way it is. The LEDs are so bright I find them a little painful, and they're very small points of light. And the LEDs that are off are quite visible, so it confuses the aspect of which LEDs are on. So I set out to make a bezel or a diffuser that would make that display a little bit more attractive. So what I did was I printed a grid of cavities in a white plastic just to see what would happen, and you can see that it indeed increases the size of the pixels and decreases the brightness or spreads it out. So I like that quite a bit better, but still there's not great contrast. So what I did was I put a piece of this adhesive backed dark plastic film here. It's a kind of vinyl, and that works pretty good. So that's a lot more of what I'm looking for. But it does make the pixels quite fuzzy. So I thought I would try black bezel instead with a white diffuser in it. So here's a black bezel with the vinyl film, the dark tinted vinyl film on it, and there's no diffuser in it. So this definitely makes the contrast a lot better. So now you can't see the pixels that are off. You can only see the LEDs that are on. And this is pretty good for some kinds of display. But I wanted to put a diffuser in there to make the LEDs a bit larger so that the continuity between pixels would be better, and so a line of pixels would look more like a line. This is the final bezel arrangement. It's made up of a bottom layer of plastic, black plastic, which is a black grid to prevent light leaking into adjacent pixels. On top of the bottom grid there's a white diffuser which increases the size, apparent size of the LEDs. And then on top of the diffuser there's another black grid, a plastic black grid, and then on top of the plastic grid there's a dark vinyl adhesive backed film which serves to create a high contrast between the dark and the red. So it makes the diffuser invisible, or at least black, whereas normally it would be white.